The first report in this series, Conflict in Columbia County, peered into the April 20, 2010 vote to grant the mass banking contract of Columbia County, Georgia to Georgia Bank and Trust, GB&T, a bank in which two commissioners, Ron Cross and Charlie Allen, held stock, and a third, Ron Thigpen, serves as Chief Operating Officer. The award came after an extensive request for proposal was issued to about a dozen local banks in late January. Responses were due by February 18th with a goal to make a selection by March 9th. 4 county employees were designated as evaluators of the proposals: Water Director Billy Clayton, Accounting Manager Deborah North, Finance Director Lee Ann Deloach, who is now Lee Ann Reese, and Phyllis Swain, a county employee with banking experience. After the evaluations were compiled and the scoring was completed, First Citizens Bank scored the highest of the responding banks, with GB&T in second place. First Citizens quoted a minimum interest rates on deposits of 1% with a guarantee that was noted in several of the recommendation evaluations. GB&T had quoted a variable rate with a floor of 0.75%, which was 0.25% lower than the First Citizens proposal. That's when the UFO landed, and all sorts of communications got disrupted. In this case, UFO stands for Unidentified Financial Official. Some member or members of the County Finance Committee put the award on hold and sought direction from Jeffries, the county's bond underwriter. When asked the identity of the Finance Committee member or members who initiated the contact and request from Jeffries, the county administration could not provide it and could not provide any correspondence from Jeffries other than the analysis showing that the county would earn more with GB&T. That analysis became the option for what came to the commission on April 20 as option 2, along with a recommendation to award the mass banking arrangement to GB&T. Out of a finance committee comprised of then Chairman Scott Dean, who is now in prison on unrelated charges, Commission Chairman and GB&T shareholder Ron Cross, and GB&T executive Ron Thigpen, who was the UFO. If the UFO landed in commission chambers, why is there no video, no tracks, no sign of his coming and leaving, only a mystery document which turned out to be wrong, costing the county dearly? Citizens activists working with thegraynation.com also sought whether First Citizens or other banks responding to the RFP were invited to rebid or comment on that Jeffries analysis. The county responded that there was no contact with the other banks after the notification to the finalist. Finally, a response to a Georgia Open Records request to Columbia County shows that the county was paid the 0.75% minimum by GB&T throughout 2011 on nearly all of the accounts covered by the primary banking RFP, rather than the much higher rates that were expected when the deal was awarded to the 3 commissioners' bank. Doesn't an old construction guy like Chairman Cross know that nothing produces trouble more than awarding bids based on new criteria that have been denied to the other bidders? Isn't doing something like that and losing 33% more revenue than would have come from the recommended vendor even worse? How much of his net worth is in that bank stock and its related business ventures anyhow? A lot of answers are due to Columbia County voters before next month. Next up in the series, how much county revenue was vaporized by that Evans UFO? Thank you for watching and listening. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Once again, this is Errol Flinger Owl coming to you from under a hardwood red maple tree wearing hardwoods camo by Real Tree.